This one doesn't work. Honorable Speaker, in view of the importance of the motion whose question has been proposed, noting the central role of public debt in locomoting this economy, number 35, and request to either have the numbers or ask or you defer the debate under Standing Order number 96. Whichever pleases you, Honorable Speaker. Either quorum 35 or defer debate or 96. On the importance of public debt, it is grossly unfair to the people of Kenya.
Your point is made, the Honorable Dr. Wilberforce Oundo. That's the beauty of listening to a sharp man and a leader like you. Because you make one statement and we hear the point you're making. As I consult the standing orders on the point, could we allow Honorable Jessica Mbalu to make a contribution, one or two, if you would permit mover, then we'll make a decision on the matter being raised by Dr. Oundo.
Very well, thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, in fact, I really wanted to support Honorable Oundo, given the strength and the weight of the matter. And because you are consulting, Mr. Speaker, allow me to say that I do support the report. I support the report on motion number 11 by the committee on the public debt. Mr. Speaker, on the committee's recommendation, and this report was moved very well by my very able member of Wiper Democratic Movement, Honorable Makali Mulu, and seconded very well by Honorable Thuku. When it comes to recommendation number 6 by the committee, Mr. Speaker, they talk about the National Treasury by reducing the volume of the carryovers that the pension payments are made promptly. Mr. Speaker, we have a lot of pension that is due to be paid to our people. Look at the teachers, look at all the different areas that we have the pension. Mr. Speaker, to manage the fiscal pressures which are stemming from rising patient liabilities, Mr. Speaker, it is important the policy measures which are aimed at the pension reforms, they are made efficient, and more resources allocated to mention and to manage those fiscal pressures, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the report, the change is attributed to increase the pension expenditure related to ordinary pensions by Kenya shillings 5.7 billion, Mr. Speaker. Community pensions by 15.5 billion, and the public service superannuation scheme by 2.7, that is Kenyan shilling billion. Mr. Speaker, this is very welcome, and I must recommend the committee on the same. Mr. Speaker, the supplementary estimate number 1 for financial year 24-25, you know very well in this assembly. They were submitted at the National Assembly, and it is on our record. That was on the Friday, 12th July 2024. And this was for consideration in this parliament by the members. And of course, it was in person to our own constitution, that is Article 223. And just to be specific, Section 44 of the PFM Act 2012. So, Mr. Speaker, as I thank and congratulate the members on their recommendations, look at recommendation number 5. It says the National Treasury diversifies the fiscal deficit financing strategy by enhancing the use of grants from development partners and, of course, decreasing reliance on the borrowing. In the morning, our own Mr. Mbandi, who has been in Parliament with us, even since 2013, with Honorable Makali, became officially the CS Treasury. And now that we have been sitting on the same side of opposition, he knows very well what we have been talking about, issues of finance, issues of an economy, what Kenyans have been complaining about, and I'm sure he's going to fix these gaps. On recommendation number 2, we are asking the Treasury through the Committee of the National Assembly, a very respected committee, and I'm happy that the committee has been able to come up with at least recommendation that this August House will be remembered for with the members of the committee and of course being adopted by the Parliament. That we develop prioritization mechanisms before issuance of financial year 2025-2026 budget circular, which we are supposed to increase resources towards capital development. I think, Mr. Speaker, this is very welcome. The increase that the committee is asking and is proposing for our adoption as a House is to increase by 100% over the medium term and target capital projects with greater impact on capital and the GDP growth to improve the country's long-term debt repayment capacity. Mr. Speaker, you know, as a country, we have been complaining, we have been a shit, we have been a problem about, and we have been talking about issues of debt. I think this is a high time, through adoption of this report by the committee, that we are being able to manage our debts very well, and of course to increase the local borrowing. Mr. Speaker, I want to appreciate and thank the committee for the recommendation that we
Why are you cutting Honorable Jessica Mbalu?
Mr. Speaker, is there a support?
How many more minutes do you need?
Mr. Speaker, the people of Kibwe send me here.
Yes.
I do not want to sabotage,
yes.
But I just hope and pray that the machines.
More so when you are in the colors of Wiper.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
How many more minutes do you need, Honorable Jessica Mbalu?
Even 2 is enough, because I can see my members.
Honorable Jessica Mbalu 3 minutes. Don't stop Honorable Jessica Mbalu when she's making those important points. 3 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. May God bless you. The recommendation by the committee, Mr. Speaker, which is very welcome, and of course is going to help the Treasury and for Kenyans to ensure that our debt is managed well, and there's prudent expenditure of our resources and money, in 30 minutes, in 30 days, Mr. Speaker, calendar days, of the adoption of this report by the National Parliament, the National Treasury drafts the financial year 2024-2025. And I just hope Mr. 1CS Bandi, Honorable Bandi, who has been with us, will listen and is listening and is watching. That annual borrowing plans pursuant to Section 63D, PFM Act 2012, and Regulation 186 of PFM, that is a national government regulation 2015, and submits the plan to the National Assembly. And this is the House being referred in this committee, Mr. Speaker. It is going to be submitted to this National Assembly. And Mr. Speaker, this plan should be published on the National Treasury website for transparency purposes. I agree with Mr. Makali that we have enough staff who have the capacity at the Treasury. And now that Bandi is there, this is the time to test him. This is the time to test what he has been speaking about. This is the time, even if he went to the other side, we have to test him. The public debt is a matter of national concern, Mr. Speaker. And so if as we improve our financial management, we want to rely less on the external loans. And Mr. Speaker, I want to be on record that I do support this report. Most important, the issue of the pensioners. How I pray that through this Parliament, the National Assembly, those who have not been paid their pension through this report will get their pension. And the National Assembly, the members, we will be blessed. Thank you. Message from Kibwe's constituency. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Jessica Mbalu. The Honorable Abdikadir Mohamed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to contribute to this debate on CFS expenditures. Mr. Speaker, we know the problem of this country is about loans